video is talking about the eye issues my daughter Kellen faced. While since I've done a video back in 2014, as we were nearing the end of her torticollis treatment, things were improving a lot better. She faced some GI issues that really required our attention to really focus on those things and put less focus on that torticollis treatment. And we're kind of finally at a place where I feel like I have time to go back and start talking more about torticollis and other medical issues that may have attributed to the torticollis developing. Just to backtrack a bit, Kellen was diagnosed with torticollis when she was 7 months. And at that time we were recommended to see an eye doctor just to make sure that any eye issues she may have had were not attributing to the torticollis. So we did that. We saw a pediatric ophthalmologist who said, nope, she's good. She has no eye issues that would be causing the torticollis. So, I didn't really have a second thought, just moved on, never thought again about it. So when Kellen was in kindergarten, she went to a public school that offered a service where once a year, a team came in and did eye evaluations for the children. And I got a little slip, came home with her that day that gave her a diagnosis. It was called, and I may be saying this wrong, Anisometropia. So Anisometropia is an unequal difference in refractive power in the eye. And I think it's a significant enough difference to get it looked into and treated. So they did recommend that we take her back to an ophthalmologist and get it evaluated, which is what we did. So when we went, the doctor confirmed the diagnosis that the school had found, as well as diagnosed her with a condition called amblyopia. So amblyopia is when one of the eyes is weaker than the other, or sometimes you may have heard it called a lazy eye. And amblyopia is interesting because your eyes obviously work with your brain, and there's a stronger eye, and what happens in kind of layman's terms is that your brain pays more attention to that stronger eye and starts to over time ignore some of the messages that it's getting from that weaker eye. And eventually, worst case scenario, it can lead to vision loss in that weaker eye as the brain continues to ignore the messages from that weaker eye. So getting that diagnosis was concerning, obviously, to me as a parent. The doctor was very kind and said, let's just start her out with glasses. We'll give a different prescription in each of the eyes. And he said, we sometimes treat it with patching, but we're not going to do patching right off the bat. Let's just see how she does with the glasses. So I said, all right. And of course, the person that I am, I come home and I do some Googling, as I normally do, as well as I tend to like to join Facebook groups with other parents who have similar medical conditions. So I joined some amblyopia groups and really got a great support system from that. I connected with a lot of parents, and what I kept hearing over and over and over in these groups was vision therapy. And I was like, what is vision therapy? It just is something I never heard of. And kind of what I gathered from it was it's kind of like physical therapy for the eyes. And for certain eye conditions, supposedly vision therapy can be very effective. And you have treatment sessions with a vision therapist. And these typically take place at an optometrist office. And then there's someone who's trained in vision therapy that actually conduct the sessions. So I thought, what the heck, let's try it out. So I was looking into it. I got a free evaluation at a place that was fantastic near my house. Unfortunately, they did not take insurance at all. So I kept looking to see if there's something else that may take insurance. I was very blessed to find a place that was also near my house that did take insurance. However, it's not an instantaneous thing. You have to go through the evaluations with them, and then your insurance, you have to get a prior authorization through your insurance before the insurance would cover it. So it took a few months to go through those testing. It was very thorough testing that their office did. They got a prior authorization through our insurance, and my daughter was able to start vision therapy with them. It was neat because they did, like I said, the very thorough testing. And they do the testing at the beginning as well as at the end of treatment and compare the results. So you have some sort of objective measure, and it's not just the subjective, oh yeah, she's doing better type of thing. So my daughter went to vision therapy once a week. She loved her sessions. They were fun, interactive. There was games she played. They gave us homework to do, so that was very important that as part of the treatment you needed to sustain it at home by doing like a homework session with vision therapy exercises that we were given for her to work on. They gave us some different tools to use. They had a string with some beads on it, some different activities for us to do, and she was really good about doing it and really loved it. So I believe we did treatment for about a year. We did the testing at the end. Her results definitely improved. And she graduated from vision therapy, which was really exciting. And then we have to go back about, I think it's like, at the beginning it was like 3 months after we stopped treatment, and then 6 months, and now we only have to go once a year. And they just do evaluate her eyes and see where she's at. And so far it's been so good. She's been able to sustain the gains she's made from vision therapy, and we haven't needed to start it again. She still wears glasses. She'll probably wear glasses for the rest of her life, but she doesn't mind them. She actually really enjoys wearing her glasses. So we're really, really pleased with how vision therapy went. Really grateful for the great team that was working with my daughter. One thing that I thought was really interesting about the whole vision therapy that I found out later is that some, and not all, but many ophthalmologists they kind of frown upon vision therapy. They don't think it's an effective way to treat amblyopia or some other eye issues. I believe the primary way that ophthalmologists will treat amblyopia is with glasses, which we've seen has been very effective with our daughter. The patching, and then I think in more severe cases, surgery. And there's probably some other things that they do, but I think those are the primary, most common ways that many ophthalmologists will treat amblyopia. And with optometrists that have that specialty in vision therapy and use vision therapy in their practice, they'll still use glasses. But also the vision therapy obviously is a big tool for treating amblyopia. And we took our daughter back to the original ophthalmologist that we took her to right after she got diagnosed with Anisometropia from the school. And from the beginning he had said, oh, don't do vision therapy, it's a waste of your money, it's not a real legit practice. And we listened to him and we respect him, but we thought, you know what, we just felt like we wanted to take a chance and try it out and just do everything possible we could do to help our daughter. So we saw him probably about a year after we started vision therapy. And he saw my daughter's eyes and he kind of was like, said something along the lines of, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Meaning like, what we're doing is working. So to me, that was a really cool testament from that doctor that he seemed like he was believing in what we were doing, even though he was not a fan of vision therapy. So for what it's worth, I wanted to share that as well. If you have any questions about amblyopia and our daughter's experience with it, her torticollis, or just our experience in general with vision therapy, please put it in the comments below. I would be happy to answer your questions. If you found this video to be helpful to you or your family, please give it a thumbs up. Any comments you have, please share them. I'd love to get feedback and answer any questions you might have. So at any rate, thank you so much for watching. Bye.